Jagannathan Chakravarthi, the CFO of Sonata Software, joins us now on the show. Thank you so much, Mr. Chakravarthi, for taking out time. Well, yes, your stock price is at a record high level. Tell us a bit about your business. You primarily, of course, help other businesses getting digitized using platforms. How exactly does your business differ from a regular IT service provider?
Yeah, thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak to your audience in the morning today. Good morning to all. Before getting into your question directly, I just wanted to explain this: the IT industry's opportunity now because of post-COVID situation is humongous, and this is across the board for all the companies in the IT industry. This is not only going to be for Sonata. That's a context I want to set, and this is not going to be like a short-term opportunity for 1 or 2 quarters. This is like a next 2 to 3 years kind of demand scenario that has evolved now. And secondly, I have been telling few people also that this is like a going back 20 years where the demand for if the demand is so that if I get the right people, I can do the billing from tomorrow, my revenue will go up. That's a kind of demand situation now, and it also leads to a lot of demand for people at this. This is the entire industry scenario. Come to Sonata, the interesting part about Sonata is we have been focusing on digital services from the beginning. We are not into the run the business kind of services which other companies of the majority of their services is actually run the business. For us, the entire business is focused on top in digital services. That's where our focus. Our focus we have service offering is ERP, cloud, and data. So that's a focus services what we offer. And we also follow something called evolved by our CEO, Mr. Srikhar Reddy, that platformation is the concept what is he has no, we have brought in as a strategy. What is going to be the digital transformation of the customers? This is not going to be a technology like cloud, social, mobility. All those things are technologies, and we thought that real transformation for a customer is going to be based on platformation. We will use platform as a means, as a tool for digital transformation of the customer. That's a differentiation I have. And secondly, I do like I know the industry well. I go with what is that to be done. I don't go and ask him what is to be done to the customer. I may take my platform to the customer and say, I know what is your industry want and what are your challenges. I will implement my system and that will address your challenges. So then maybe a little customization to the platform, what customer requires, can help him to make it better for him, for the company as such. The second is the implementation piece. We do the implementation. We are ready to implement. We don't need to make a requirement study. We don't need to do architecture for this because it's already ready. The platformation as a concept and the focus on the digital part of it from the beginning, and our DNA, which is product engineering. We have been doing product engineering as a concept, and this company was started like a software product company then rather than a services company before. So we have the DNA of product engineering within that. With these three areas of consulting oriented, focus on digital services and through platformation, and our ability in product engineering or our capability DNA in product engineering help us to differentiate completely with other companies.
Okay, so you have a more solutions based approach as well when you go to your client that, okay, XYZ are your challenges, problems, and we are going to use our platform to help you sort out those challenges. Tell us, who are your clients? What are the biggest verticals that you're present across? What's the biggest sectoral contribution to your order book, and what sort of revenue visibility or order visibility are you seeing?
We are a technology company. To differentiate, that is also another way to differentiate us. Other companies are focused on a particular vertical. We are actually focused on the services what we offer to the customer. Okay, so our focus has been that we provide services in ERP, majorly Dynamics 365. The other one is cloud and cloud, including cloud computing, and the third is data analytics is to the customer. That's the services we offer to the customer. Apart from it, the verticals where we are present is interestingly lot of ISV, that is independent software vendors, are our customers, and we do quite a lot of business with them. That's a major vertical for us. We continue to do very well in this particular segment. helping the ISVs, smaller ISVs, to transition to a cloud-based solution. Particularly after the COVID has come, many of these players are working with company like us who understand product engineering as well as cloud. This is that helping them to transform from on-prem solutions to a cloud-based solutions. Like, no, many people wanted to take it like a SaaS kind of offering. So these areas, which is we being there in the product engineering as well as in the cloud, helping us to take our customers to the cloud, and that's one of the major vertical for us. Secondly is any customer like retail. Retail means essential retail was doing very well last year. This year, other retail is also picking up. With our additional solution of customer experience management, we are able to actually reach to lot of retail and CPG companies. So there, our service offerings are well received, and so that's the second vertical which is doing well. Third is distribution and logistics. The fourth is healthcare sector. We have acquired a company now on healthcare sector. Healthcare retail mix is what their strength is. So that vertical is also doing well for us. Apart from it, the manufacturing, distribution, all those things are doing well. Our unique proposition is actually agri-tech. We are also in agriculture technology, which is a complete differentiator. Not many players in India will have a solution for an agri-tech. And also we have utility services. All the water power companies, kind of companies are all implementing Dynamics or in the solution in the cloud. So we are there for utility services also. All our verticals actually are doing well, particularly in time of in geographical side. US is doing really well, and Australia is doing really well. Europe is picking up now, and soon the Europe will also. We hope that this year, the Europe second half, Europe will pick up well.
Mr. Jagannathan, Alex joining in. Just a sense of what the business is looking like. So the last 3 years, for example, you had a CAGR on a revenue growth of 14% or so. Can we expect that this year is going to be significantly better, not just on account of what you've been doing in terms of what you just said with regard to the verticals that you're present in, but also in terms of the demand scenario, because everybody is going digital and the demand is significant? Do we see a significant shift then over the next 2 to 3 years in the kind of growth? Can you lay out the roadmap for us? What's the runway looking like?
Yes, as I explained in the beginning itself, the entire demand scenario is completely changed for all the IT companies. So the demand is not going to be like it's going to taper down in 2 quarters, like what we have in interest rate. Not that like government support that this will get exhausted. This demand is going to be intact for many quarters, coming quarters now for the entire IT industry as such. But particularly people for us, the combination of focus on digital and combination of product engineering and cloud services. Apart from it, ready-made solutions through platformation. All these things are adding the demand so strong now. Okay. If you see here, we believe that next multiple quarters are going to be really good. And as our CEO articulated during the year end, we are expecting a higher, teen growth for the company for this year. And we believe the second half of this year will be much, much better than the first half of this year, because first half, there were some challenges on supply side on the first quarter. So second half of the year, it will be good. And probably we are expecting good growth to come in the quarters subsequent to that. And this is not going like quarter on quarter, one quarter you do well kind of thing. This is at least a medium term story for the entire IT industries, and particularly for Sonata. The demand scenario is very good, and we believe that the growth will be high teen for the current year.
Okay. So, and assuming that it's a medium-term outlook, then that should continue that pace of growth. Could you talk to us a little bit more, Mr. Jagannathan, on the Microsoft partnership that you have? You recently expanded that 30-year partnership with Microsoft. Could you tell us about the revenue potential and how it contributes to the overall pie?
Yeah. At present, around 50-55% of our revenue comes from Microsoft technologies. Okay. There are players who are much, much larger with Microsoft as a customer for them. However, for us, if you go to Microsoft and ask them who's your partner, how do you measure your partner? They say, no, sell to Microsoft, sell with Microsoft, and sell for Microsoft. All the three angles are supposed to be there. to become a full 360-degree partner with Microsoft. We are there in all the three. Like Microsoft is my largest customer. They have been customer for last 15, 16 years with us. We have been very, very closely associated in the business applications with them and working on not only product engineering, the other operational areas also we are working with them. And we have been associated with Microsoft and become a value-added reseller in 1991. We recently celebrated 30 years of our relationship with Microsoft. We are the largest value-added reseller for Microsoft in India. We do 40 other partners also. However, Microsoft is the largest for us, and that contributes the majority of the value-added reselling business for us. And we are the largest player here, very, very strong player, and we continue to do well in this business. And the third element is the Microsoft as a customer. Microsoft sell for Microsoft as well. Sell with Microsoft is what is the major chunk which is going to unfold in the coming days. Particularly, we are a very strong implementation partner in the vertical where we are present. We go and sell with Microsoft. Microsoft opens the door with the customer. We go do the implementation for the Dynamics 365. Apart from it, we also implement our platforms and help the customer in other services. So all the three legs, our relationship is very, very strong with Microsoft, and we believe that sell with Microsoft is going to be a major lever in the coming days, and that will going to aid a lot of growth for us and plenty of opportunity. Microsoft has been investing in this area, and there is a plenty of opportunity because any economy, if you go back and see the top 500 companies or top 100 companies, although size-wise will be bigger, the mid-sized companies, that is, for example, $100 million to a $5 billion companies, they constitute the major portion of the any economy. Any even advanced economies like Western economies like US or UK or other European countries or Australia, whatever it is, if you see the mid-sized companies constitute a major portion of the economy. So we believe that Microsoft is actually positioned very well in this segment, and we have also been focusing on global 2000 companies instead of Fortune 500 companies, and this is actually is helping us in the coming days, particularly after Corona situation. Many of these companies who were reluctant to invest earlier in the IT side or digitization of their entire process have realized that they need to invest in IT sector in case tomorrow if something happens, they will be able to scale up the business undisruptively. So there is a kind of a realization of this segment of business that a lot of investments have to come in, and we are already there and we are positioned very well in that segment. And we believe this run is going to be a big opportunity for companies like us in the coming years, not 1 quarter, 2 quarter. I'm talking about coming years.
Right. Mr. Jagannathan, great to have you on the show today. Thank you so much for taking the time out.
Yeah, thank you.